Be the master of passive voice. Avoid common mistakes. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to our English language learning series. In today's video, we're focusing on one of the tricky aspects of English grammar, the passive voice, specifically the misuse of it. We'll help you identify common mistakes and give you tips on how to avoid them. So, let's dive in. Before we address the common mistakes, let's quickly recap what the passive voice is. Passive voice is when the object of an action becomes the subject of a sentence. The general format is subject plus be verb plus past participle. For example, in the sentence, the cake was eaten by John, the cake is the subject, was is the be verb, and eaten is the past participle. Now that we've refreshed our understanding of passive voice, let's delve into its misuse. Here are some of the most common mistakes. 2.1 Overuse of passive voice. Passive voice can sometimes make sentences sound vague or indirect. Therefore, it's essential to know when to use it. Although it's not incorrect to use passive voice, it can often overcomplicate simple ideas. A sentence like, "The dog was walked by me," can simply be said as, "I walked the dog." 2.2 Incomplete passive voice. Sometimes learners forget to include the necessary components of a passive voice sentence, leading to incomplete passive voice. An example would be, "The cake was," instead of, "The cake was eaten." Remember, a passive voice sentence must always contain a past participle. 2.3 Incorrect use of past participle. The past participle form of the verb is crucial in forming passive voice. Misuse can occur when the incorrect form of the verb is used, such as, "The cake was ate by John," instead of, "The cake was eaten by John." To help you avoid these common mistakes, here are some tips. 3.1 Know when to use passive voice. Passive voice is most effective when the actor, the one performing the action, is unknown, unimportant, or you want to emphasize the action over the actor. If none of these conditions are met, consider using the active voice instead. 3.2 Practice forming complete sentences. Remember to include all components of a passive voice sentence: the subject, the be verb, and the past participle. Practice with different sentences to get the hang of it. 3.3 Memorize past participle forms. There's no shortcut here. Take the time to learn and memorize the past participle forms of common verbs. Mastering the passive voice in English can be challenging, but with understanding and practice, you can avoid common mistakes and use it effectively. We hope this video has been helpful and has clarified some of your doubts. Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep learning and keep practicing. See you in the next video.